The motorcycle MZ ETZ 251 is supplied in a wooden crate by the manufacturer in accordance with the agreed terms of delivery. Assembly and pre-sales procedures for this motorcycle type are demonstrated in the following video film. Transport and storage position of the packed motorcycle is clearly indicated by symbols on the crate, which have to be considered. First, remove the steel banding to dismantle the wooden crate. Afterwards, lift off the top section. Remove front and rear sides. Pull the side sections from the base plate of the crate. Withdraw the plastic cover from the motorcycle. Remove the front wheel. Pull out the front mudguard. Unscrew all 4 screws from the top lug. Unwrap the handlebars. Unpack instrument holder and switch block. Fasten the handlebars to the top lug by means of the instrument holder. Tighten these screws with a 20 Newton-meter torque. Install the switch block at the left side handlebar tube. Guide the cables through the bottom lug section. Connect the stoplight switch cables at the master brake cylinder. Suspend the clutch control cable into the hand lever. Set the correct clutch-free play by means of the cable adjuster. Unscrew and remove the fastening plate at the front wheel spindle. Lift the motorcycle at the rear part to the left to clear the machine from the base plate and place on the center stand. Make sure the edged part of the front mudguard faces in riding direction when mounting the mudguard to the telescopic fork sliders. Remove the wooden pad from the caliper and pull out the spindle. Insert the front wheel with both of its spacers into the telescopic front fork. Slide in the spindle. Tighten the nut. After bouncing up and down the telescopic front fork several times, fasten the clamping bolt at the left slider. The following complementary parts are contained in a paper bag placed inside the headlamp shell. One front mudguard sealing rubber plug, speedometer and tachometer cable fasteners, two steering lock keys, and two side panel locking keys. An additional plastic package contains further components required to complete the machine: rear lamp fastening screws, battery terminal screws, cable strips, one eyelet, spacers, the rear lamp, license plate, rear trafficators, front trafficators with rubber seals, ignition key, cover caps, stickers, and rear view mirrors. Tool kit, battery vent hose and rider's manual are stored under the right side panel. Insert the cover caps into the instrument holder fastening screws. Mount the rear view mirrors and secure. Fit the rubber seals into the front trafficators during the installation procedure. Slide on the trafficator shells and tighten them. Plug in the connection cables. Insert the reflectors. Fasten the lenses. Apply the stickers to the telescopic fork sliders. Pre-mount the license plate holder. Install the eyelet with the thick section facing the mudguard and insert a distance sleeve into this eyelet. Guide the rear lamp cables through the trafficator support bore. Connect the brown earth cable to the trafficator terminal. Guide the cable through the license plate holder. Place the license plate holder on the trafficator support and screw both parts together. Mount the pre-assembled license plate holder with washers to the mudguard. Fasten the cables by means of clamps and cable strips to the frame. Plug the cables to the related terminal boards. Consult the wiring diagram and color code. Connect the brown cable to the earth terminal. Mount the dual seat. Tighten the dual seat together with the handle grip to the frame. Check the most important screwed connections for absolute tightness. The battery should be topped up with electrolyte and, if necessary, recharged. Observe the battery terminal's polarity when connecting the battery. Slip on the battery vent hose. Finally, check the lighting and signaling systems. Remove the plastic foil from the labyrinth plug. Check the gear oil level by means of the gear oil level check screw. Make sure gear oil is discharged. The fuel tank sticker contains, among other information, the correct tire pressures. Check the tire pressures by means of a gauge and re-inflate if necessary. Examine the brake fluid level in the master brake cylinder reservoir. Top up if necessary. Carry out a functional test of the brake systems. Consult the instruction label on the lubrication oil tank prior to activating the engine lubrication system. Top up the oil tank with 1.3 liters of premium two-stroke oil. Slacken the vent screw on the oil pump by means of a crosshead screwdriver to air bleed the oil pump. As soon as bubble-free engine oil is discharged, tighten the air bleed screw. Exclusively for the first test ride, use approximately 2 liters of petrol oil with a 50:1 mixing ratio. Normally the engine runs on petrol only. Carry out an approximately 5-kilometer test drive. Apply the brake systems to check for correct function. After the test ride, check the idle speed of approximately 1,200 revolutions per minute. A possibly necessary fine setting is made by means of the bypass air screw at the carburetor. Adjust the oil pump. Set the twist grip to achieve 1,300 to 1,500 revolutions per minute, and set the oil pump cable adjuster so that both markings on the oil pump coincide. MZ motorcycle assembly and pre-sales instructions, as shown in this video film, aim to provide our mutual customers with correctly inspected motorcycles on which each new owner can rely from the very start. Happy motoring with MZ.